Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. Today we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Today the quest is the focus is going to be on questing like before. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a good time. And if you're new here and you enjoy the stream, be sure to follow. If you want to see more from me or just to hang out, be sure to join the community and join the Discord via the link I am posting in chat right now. If you want to support the stream and help it grow, be sure to subscribe. Subscribers get access to the special subscriber channels in the Discord. They get to join me on game nights, and also they will help me to achieve my goal of replacing my mouse and keyboard with a much better mouse and keyboard. The current state of my mouse and keyboard is very poor, and I really need a new one. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. Also, subscribers don't have to watch ads, so that's a plus. If it were up to me, no one would have to watch any ads. Hi, Mr. Obi, how you doing? Waiting on your Hot Pockets? That's awesome, man. I had a friend who always called them Lava Pockets because he wouldn't wait for them to cool. But then again, who the fuck does? He's got an attitude, Sonic. We will begin here shortly. Let me just finish my posting, and then I'll unmute my mic and talk to TJ, who I believe is the only one in call at the moment. That's good. I mean, that's fine. Not a proper Hot Pocket if you're not fighting for the lives of your taste buds. True that. Also, good to see you, Recusant. How's it going? Right? Yeah, you gotta wash it down with something cold. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's not a Hot Pocket if you're not suffering while you eat it. I've been banned from the FF14 community. Woo! Yippee! Way to support your small creators, guys. Oh no, I feel like I might have a record for the amount of Reddits I've been banned from. Hot Pocket Gaming is suffering. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start let's go ahead and open up the chat. Hi, TJ. How you doing, man?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm right. I'll join in a sec.
Sure thing, man. You've been playing Elden Ring? Damn. Wait, tell me, why do you despise the game? Because I've heard a little bit of negativity, but I've heard mostly positive things about it the last few hours. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you're playing it for hours and not minutes, a game you don't like. I wonder if the reason why the loading screens have that blur on the top and the bottom is because there's no more image outside the middle image. And so they just blur it. It's kind of, you know. Welcome back, Obi. Good to see you, man. I gotta drink some more of this tea because my voice sounds like shit.
Yeah.
By the way, just a reminder to everyone, they can join us if they wish. This game is free on PlayStation and Xbox and on PC. So if you'd like to join me or join us, be sure to download the game and shoot me a DM, and I can invite you to the soup chat. Soup. Let me send you an invite real quick. Oh, you're not on yet. Let's go ahead and check my quest log.
Starting it now.
Okay. We're going to be working on our low-level shit. The Valued Vilekin. Bodwine asks you to gather aphids from the tangled undergrowth near the Blessed Bun. He warns you that ladybugs are rather fond of the tiny Vilekin. May not take kindly to your presence. I see. 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. Alright, Thaumaturge. Sounds good.
Yep.
Let's have my egg. Nom nom nom. Oh, and I actually need to go get my, I actually need to go back to Thanalan and get my quest. So let's go ahead and return to Ul'dah.
Renew the subscription.
What's got you tempted, Vank? How are your Hot Pockets, Obi? Everything's... okay, cool. Just making sure everything's recording. Alright, let's go visit... Oh, they're in the Opie Guild. Cool. Let's go visit the Thaumaturge's Guild. Stop in and say hello. Pretty good, but they're still really hot. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Like, if you're not...
I mean, they're hot pockets.
Yeah, if you're not fighting...
Why are you complaining?
They didn't say that. He didn't say they're complaining. He didn't say he's complaining. Oh, look at this Lalafell. They're named Pumpkin Pie. What a great little Lalafell name.
Nice. Dude.
Ah. I hear there's, I know most people use, like, a custom fan thing for multiplayer in that game. I'm not sure, though. I'll be honest, I've never had a positive experience in Dark Souls PvP. It's always been a mess. Except for, like, AI opponents. I'll be, like, doing a playthrough, and then I'll get invaded by, like, Kirk, the Knight of Thorns, and be like, oh, man! This guy's actually not bad to fight against. And then I'll, like, realize it's an NPC. 5. What's the intelligence on that one? In booth. Alright, level 5 hat. Level 9 for the bone ring. Okay, probably gonna go with the ring then. The ring or the bracelet. Or, I'll probably just go with the money. Hey, Kokabuki. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zozomaya. Oof. It does, yeah. I feel that, Vank. I want my 1,300 hours back. Damn, maybe just play offline. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draft of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Coco Bigo's purview. It's only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Also, when I hear somebody's, like, never tasted of defeat, that doesn't... I mean, I guess that's a positive thing. Like, oh, they've never been beaten, but they don't know how bad it sucks to fail, you know? Like, they don't know what it's like to pick themselves back up again. They've never struggled. Ah! Oh yes, Boimo, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter to Zozomaya's Guide. The Threat of Intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist, or sword, or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slice through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. It's like rich people. I guess in a way, yeah. That last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. This lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you've slain the scavenger, be sure to receive a generous slice of vulture meat for Farfafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Hi there, Mr. Blue. How you doing? Yes, Boimo. We pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Alrighty. Let's go deal with this quest, because it is the lowest level of the bunch. So we'll go ahead and tag that, and untag these. Boop. 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 Boop them up. Boop. I don't know, man. We all answer to somebody, Obi. Used to be very welcoming, defending people's playstyles like mages. Now I'm the one who bullies mages. Yeah, that's always fun. There is something very, very fun to, like, rushing down a mage and stopping them from doing their thing. Like, there's a very much... I don't know, it just makes you feel good and powerful. At least it makes me feel good and powerful. You never played a Final Fantasy game? Got this new anime plot, right? Alright, lay it on me. So there's this girl with huge boobs. I'm talking some major badonk hongo homoloos. God, I can't remember that one. You never played one?
Seems fair.
They're very hit or miss, Final Fantasy games. This one's very fun. I would recommend, if I were to recommend any Final Fantasy game to start with, I'd probably recommend Final Fantasy IX. That one's pretty good. It'll give you a good overview, give you a good taste of what the whole franchise has to offer. You ask? Transfer student shows up one day with some even bigger bonka honga hoogs. Humongous hunga bonga. I can't even read that. Holy shit. What'd you say, TJ?
This is my first Final Fantasy game.
Ah, it's a lot of people's. Yeah, no, for real.
If it would start, God.
Yeah, the Souls games are odd with that. Like, sure there's fun. Sure there's fun in, playing a mage. But, like, the whole thing that game does is close-ranged encounters. Like, Soulsborne's all about getting in close and doing damage. And so, like, there comes a... Like, mages can never be too powerful because eventually it'll just stop feeling like a Souls game and start feeling like a really basic third-person shooter.
When the game starts, I'll be...
The game's starting?
Yeah. It's right back.
I think the way that, like, the way that Bloodborne did it with, tying magic to certain consumables wasn't a bad idea. But I know people want to play their, really want to play their mage characters and RP as their mage characters. Which I get. It's like, there's only so much power you can give to the mage before it stops feeling like a Souls game. Been doing alright, been thinking and writing. Well, I'm glad to hear you've been creating, man, that's awesome. I've had a few I'm working on a few projects myself right now. No promises, there's one of them I don't want to tell you guys about. And then there was a Halo mode I was gonna work on, but then I realized I didn't have the tools necessary to make it. That's been my experience with Forge and Halo. It's been, I have an idea. This idea cannot be done, given the restrictive tools of the game. And, like, I've just basically been paring my ideas down ever since, and, like, this time I thought I had it, and then just, like, I got stopped at the starting point. It was going to be a isometric game mode that required, what's this one? Is that a dot? Yeah, it's a dot. Okay. We'll move this dot up to row 2. But yeah, basically I, got to a point where I was like, oh yeah, I can make this work, and then I realized I can't give my team... I can't give each team separate stats. I can't make it so one team has shields but low health. Or one has no shields and one has health, you know? One has shields and one has no shields. I can't, like, change player values like that per team. So, honestly, what I could do is just have it where there's no... Honestly, I think I just figured out a solution. It's funny that way. I think what I could do is just make sure that certain players spawn on the right sides, make sure nobody has any shields, and make sure there's over shields at spawn for the team. Because the idea of the game mode was going to be Spartans versus ODSTs. And that was the whole idea of the game mode. And I'll tell you more about it after this conversation. Oh wait, no, I don't need to. I gotta go over here and do this. But yeah, it was going to be Spartans versus ODSTs. That was the idea. So one team was going to have a lot of precision weapons, but no shields, and the other team was going to have a lot of power weapons, and they would have shields, but there'd be less of them. So it'd be a 4v12 game mode. One team would have 12 people, one team would have 4, and the whole game mode would be about a small team of 4 elite soldiers trying to break into a place that's full of soldiers. I don't know, Obi. I think it's because heat gets trapped inside them and they swell.
That's exactly it.
Ah, science. I see. So it's the Dark Souls 1 problem. Bog Yarzan shell, dried fish. Dried fish. Gotta use that to attract. I've never had dried fish. I've never had fish jerky. Alright, now we're gonna go wait for this vulture to get here. Hi there, tortoise. Hello. That's how he sounds. Well, I mean, it's not giving birth to another smaller Hot Pocket now, is it? Because
oh,
that at that point, I think you might have something else going on than just heat being trapped inside. The Mameet just pushes to one side. Not the Mameet. Oh, Mo. Here we go. Let's go ahead and recharge that mana. Righty. I guess we can go back to Fafanono, back at the bazaar. So far, you haven't experienced Banana Bazaar. Friend list. You're here! Welcome to my party. Ah, the Silver Bazaar, okay. Got invaded by a popular Souls YouTuber with like 500k subs while he was streaming and I didn't know. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about PvP in games that are not built for it. Like, I've never been a fan of, like, Pokemon PvP. I've never been a fan of, like, World of Warcraft or Dark Souls PvP. I mean, I do partake in Dark Souls PvP or World of Warcraft PvP on occasion. But, like, only when it's, like, at people who are my level, you know? I don't ever smash noobs. I don't ever, like, just kill low-level players for no reason, like a lot of people do. And I don't like the idea of, like... See, for me, a good PvP is all about equal footing, where 2 players have the same kit to draw from, and what matters is their decisions, right? Pokemon PvP is like, did you bring a bigger gun to the fight? If your PvP is about who brought the bigger gun to the fight, you should probably go rework it. Alex, stop lying. I don't just kill lobies. You know me. I only kill people who are near our level. You've been with me. Except for days where I'm just like, hey, let's get this guy. Okay, I get the appeal. I understand the appeal of let's fuck this guy up. But at the same time... There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Oh, hello. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist. What brings you out to our bazaar this fine evening? Multiple times in Halo. Hey man, we had access to all the same weapons and equipment. Like, that's the difference, is that I beat you because I'm better at the game than you, not because I was higher level. There was not, like, my weapons didn't do any more damage. They did the same damage the normal weapons do. The only difference is I knew where the best weapons were. I just like to fuck with you, Obi. Right? Yeah.
It's fair.
The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised by how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by Beacon Talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand. You had more knowledge than me. Yeah, it's like if we were to ever 1v1 in Team Fortress 2. Unless you had a weapon that I didn't have, like, you'd probably... Like, if we were to put on the restriction that you could only use the weapons that I also have access to, you'd probably destroy me. My brothers, not again. Aw, what the hell? Yeah. Yes, you are. And I'll tell you why. Because you knew that there was an advantage to that position. You understood the map better than him. If you're playing Halo, you knew where the shotgun spawned, and you knew where to get it. If you're playing COD, well, that's different, you know? You probably... But then again, if he has access to that same shotgun in that same spot... He should have got there first.
It's not camping, it's holding a strategic position.
Yep. And in every shooter except for Call of Duty, it's completely accepted and normalized. Except for maybe Halo. But, like, that's because a lot of early Call of Duty players are also, like, Halo players. No, it's just... I don't know. I think it's just part of Call of Duty's culture to bitch about everything. But it depends on the game. Like, if you're playing CSGO, I mean, I don't know. TF2's great. Yeah, you made a better tactical decision than him. Now, if you get blown up in that corner by someone tossing a grenade over there, then you now learn the weaknesses to that position. If there are no weaknesses to that position, then you're still better because you're making a better strategic decision. At that point, it's on the developers to fix it. It's not the player's fault. Blame the developer.
Yeah.
If they never fix it, that's a flaw with the game. Like, there's a... what was the example I was thinking of? I mean, here's my favorite example. I get bitched at I play a lot of Titanfall. And whenever I play Titanfall 2, I get bitched at because I use the Smart Pistol. Why do I use the Smart Pistol? Because I like to get pilot kills, and the Smart Pistol is very effective at killing pilots. And I get bitched at, and I'm just like, dude, if they don't want me using it, they should remove it from the game. Or nerf it, you know? I won't use it if it's nerfed. I'm using it because it's good. You have the same weapons and you got there, either he should have been there first or he should have expected it. Yeah. Like, if that's a popular camping spot, you should be tossing a grenade over there or pre-firing every time you run past it, you know? If you know a mage, if you know, like, there's popular mage spells that make... But then again, if something becomes too overpowered, then it's on the developers to fix it, you know? Like, honestly, if I played a Souls game, like when I played Dark Souls 1, if I were to ever do PvP and actually take it seriously, but I won't, because, like, what the fuck? PvP's insane in that game. It's insanely busted. I don't partake in it because it's bad. But if I were to, I would probably build around... I would find out what the most popular player killer thing is. Like, I'd find out what the most unbalanced and most popular thing is and try to balance my character around countering it, you know? Like, in your case, you're talking about a lot of magic. No, because it's just kind of a tacked-on thing. Dark bead. Yeah, like, if you're playing against players who use a lot of magic, get magic resist gear. Try to build your character around stopping magic. Ah, welcome back, Boymo. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Yeah, I agree. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. I like this one.
Just wait until the duelist gets in your face with a knife in your stomach.
On the other side of the town, there is a single homeless man who teaches people how to be red mages, which is literally what red mages are about. They're all about rush in, beat you with a sword, and then back out really quick to cast spells. It's just better black mage. Better black mage is being taught by some hobo on the other side of town, you guys. We thaumaturges...
That's amazing.
Yep. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. You guys are fucking nerds. You guys are such fucking nerds. You guys are exactly the kind of people we're talking about. Have you guys ever seen that t-shirt? It's not a t-shirt, but it's a meme, and it's rock paper scissors, and it's a guy going, rock is the best. Rock is the best. I'll only ever play rock. And then the next panel is like, what the fuck? Why are all these people using paper? That's who these guys are. And that's the kind of person who, like, gets upset that people keep camping in corners or doing dominant strategies in games because you're not using your full toolkit, you know? When you open in Harvest and get sniped by a sniper, where do you expect him to be? I don't know, I don't play Harvest. Wait, is Harvest the I would expect him to be on top of the hill, back by his base. That's usually where he's going to be. or on middle roof. He's going to be either on the roof or on the top of the hill. And so from there, I could probably as Pyro, I like to just lob grenades up at snipers. It's really fun. Let's just play TF2. I'm kidding.
No, we're playing this.
Boymo, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't. There's no hill and harvest. Am I insane? Hold on a second.
I mean, maybe.
I remember the bases being somewhat elevated. Holy shit, I think I'm just crazy. No, there's a hill. There's a slightly elevated area. What they'll typically do is back by spawn. So you have to come, there's that little hut with the health and armor pickup. You have to, what snipers will usually do is they'll come directly from spawn, head to the right, and then kind of peek their heads up over the hill and shoot. That's usually where you'll find them. Usually that's where you find huntsman users. Huntsman snipers tend to go there. Which, honestly, I should play Sniper a lot more, because Huntsman's fucking awesome. They're the hut. There's hills. I wouldn't call it a hill. What would you call it? I'm actually curious. What would be a better word to describe that? Boymo, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Yeah, I'm switching to Red Mage, bro. You're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be so fucking mad. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me. Bigo, are you Bani, or Bezi, or Boha? Kokobusi! Oh no, his name is Kokobusi? Oh no, let's not call him that. Yeah. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. What? Yes, of course we did, Bussy, but okay, I can't just keep calling him Bussy. Let's try it this way. Yes, of course we did, Bussy, but Boymo here was most insistent. And once again, you brush me aside in hopes that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. I'm gonna go become a red mage. I'm gonna go siege the... Wait, okay, now I'm thinking of Red Mage as like a communist mage. I'm gonna go seize the means of mana production. Wait, what is that name? Right? Oh, I expect them to be on the roof. Yeah. Dude, that's massive. Please, Bussy, you shouldn't say such hurtful things! Why would you name a character this? Oh, God! Mom! Okay. You know how delicate Bigo is! Bigo's ego! Low taper feed. That was Coco Bussy, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible because his name is just too silly. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist's Guild, but yet he yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Coco Bussy's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Coco Bussy becomes a slur. Dude, you don't know what words are going to become a slur. You don't know. Your favorite word might become a slur. Like goon. Like mine, I used to love the word goon. I was like a silly little guy. Like goon to me was like a goblin or like a thug from Batman. You know, but then the world had to go and turn it into a meta. People couldn't say Coomer anymore, so they had to come up with Gooner, I guess. Even though Coomer worked really well, because the only thing it shared a name with was a scientist from Half-Life, but that made it better. Gooner, yeah. The fact that his name was Dr. Coomer was fucking hilarious. They didn't make that up, by the way. That was actually in the original game. Also, whatever happens to Gordon Freeman's kid?
Wait, what?
He has a child.
He does?
There's a picture of a baby in his locker.
Oh my god.
What happens to Gordon Freeman's child? What if it's Alex Vance? Okay, no, that's too weird. That's too weird. No. That was his nephew. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's part of the Freeman family. Bro, I saw someone get made fun of for having a G-Man PFP. That's lame. G-Man's awesome. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Gordon's nephew. Ah, so is that like is that John Freeman's son? I don't know if you guys know this, but John Freeman...
Oh yeah, John Freeman.
Who is Gordon Freeman's younger brother, was one day in office, typing on the computer. Now I'm in the hood. Hell yeah. Oh, cool, I get to wear a fucking hat! That's awesome. Look how cute he is. He looks like a little gay Jesus. Alrighty. Alright. Oh. That's terrible. But G-Man's G-Man. He's also never actually called G-Man, but that's a whole other thing. Problem is, whenever I say the phrase G-Man, I don't think of G-Man from Half-Life. I think of Gideon Graves from Scott Pilgrim. 8, 7, 7, 8. No. It's pronounced Jesus. It's Jesus, and I don't know you. Isn't that right, Jesus? Someone put the headset on their cat. Oh god, that's such a good bit. Oh man, we gotta do a Sword Art Online abridged stream, because I'm okay with doing. I think what I want to do instead of movie nights is like do internet-based movie nights where I watch like long animations, kind of like I did with Emesis Blue. Probably did it so people thought he was in the government. Yeah, I think that might have just been a file name. It might have been like Einstein, but like Einstein became Coomer after a while, because of HLVRAI. I actually kind of want to do a Red versus Blue watch party again. That was a lot of fun. Maybe without the gameplay this time, just kind of talking and watching the show. Search for aphids in the tangled undergrowth. All right, well, our next stop is going to be in the Great Shroud where Miku lives.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's good to hear, Recusant. Alright, I'm gonna call you Vank. That's good to hear, Vank. It's pronounced Jesus. Yeah, we should do a Sword Art Abridged stream. We also need to watch the new episode of Amazing Digital Circus. I still have not gotten around to doing that. I don't know, maybe we'll do that between games or something. Alrighty. Airship landing. Alright. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Da, 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 da. Alright, Gridania, here we come. Come. Recusant doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. What's the origin of your guys' screen names, by the way? Because I know mine. Mine is, I couldn't think of a name, and I was watching Madagascar one night. Oh, sorry, for Mr. Alex came from me watching Madagascar one night, and King Julian going, "Waking, waking, Mr. Alex!" And I'm like, that's me, I'm Mr. Alex. But the School of the Cat actually it was a multi-step process. So, originally, when I made my server, I was a huge Witcher fan. And so we had 6 moderators, we had 6 people, and we all just wanted to basically play Bloodborne and have voice chat without it being terrible. So what I ended up doing was we all made this voice chat where there were 6 mods, and we all had equal amounts of power. And so we called the Discord the 6 Cats Inn, named after the 7 Cats Inn from The Witcher 3. Over a long period of time, it eventually became School of the Cat, and when the name changed, based off the Witcher Cat School. No, I don't want to rent one. Can I get a... Rent a Chocobo. No, not you. Damn it, no. Chocobo Porter. I'm a little bit high, in case anybody's wondering why I keep fucking this up. Okay, Recusant is named the Invader factions in Elden Ring, and I do invasion sometimes. I used to build a lot, but I need to make a new build. Yeah, sounds like you need to counter the current magic meta. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking Bud, the valued Vilekin.
They look like fucking vegetables.
What do?
I forgot what they're called, but like the little flying ones.
Oh, the aphids?
Yes?
Opal. Bro came from someone using my name. Ah, it's a dew drinker ladybug. Should have known. Alright, use arrow on him, and then stone, and then stone. Gotta love using healers for a combat quest. Ah, okay. Magic has been annoying, but they decided to add more dumbass spells in the DLC, so it's worse. And a weapon that gives you instant hyper armor. Yeah, that's one of my issues. I love doing poise builds. I had a really fun poise build in Dark Souls 1. And, well, honestly, now that I've beaten Bloodborne, I feel like I can play any of the Souls games. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. I know, but that's what kept me away for a while, is that my favorite build is something I can never recreate in other games. Because they changed the way that system worked. But, like, this is how I like to play. But now that I've beaten Bloodborne, like, I feel like I can handle pretty much anything the series could throw at me. That game was tough, man. Holy shit. Good game, though. Really good. Had a great time. I'll probably play it again on the channel sometime. I tried to go for, like, a speedy build, and I ended up ending the game with Eileen's Blades of Mercy. Those were really good. What's that? You have something for me? Yeah, here's some aphids, douchebag. Ah, aphids from the Vodvine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There's naught better for maintaining our weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Vodvine personally. And thanks to you as well, friend. No! I might change my, identity. Alright. Let me know when you do. Sanako, my beloved. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Let me know if those sites work for you that I sent you, by the way. And, subscribe for 23 months. Wow, you've been here since the beginning. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Guithrit wishes to enlist the services of an adventurer to fight against the Ixal. Ah, Boymo, just the fellow. Your effort on behalf of Tree Speak's tables mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, mayhaps you will agree to help us in our fight against the Ixal. According to reports, Ixal scouts have been sighted by the river, due west of here. Though that area is uninhabited, it borders Tree Speak's stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of the scouting parties were to be summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Your beloved? Buy me a drink first. Damn. Change the username and all. Damn. I don't think I'll ever do that straight sword run, though. I don't know. Because, like, Bloodborne, I went in going, alright, what have I heard? What does this game want me to be? This game wants me to be fast and aggressive. So I built an entire character around that idea. And, like, in Dark Souls 1 and 2, I think I might make a knight build. But, like, what I'm thinking of doing is taking my build from Dark Souls 1 and removing more and more armor from it as time goes on to make it faster. And so, like, kind of shifting from slow, strong to fast, strong by the end. Who knows, though? We'll see how it goes. I do know I favor strength builds, though. Slay 2 Ixali Dull Talons, 2 Ixali Lost Wings, and 2 Ixali Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. Could change it to Thorzulf. Yeah, I might still call you Blue for a while, if that's what I know you as. So, be forewarned.
I don't know, I like Blue Wolf.
I also like Blue Wolf, it's what I'm used to, but, I mean, you should do what you want to do, for you. Galaxy Quest, very good film, right? Oh, I can't believe you've never seen it! Damn, the movie's awesome. Hello, Sanoko. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be Mr. Alex no matter where I go. I was actually working on a co-op run of Dark Souls 1. If you want to join me in that one, that'd be really fun, because I actually started that up, and I had to stop because I was getting issues with the controller. I'm going to try it when I get my new controller here soon. But I'd love to have you on board for that. I'm doing it's Dark Souls Remastered specifically, so the multiplayer is a lot easier to get running. I'd love to have someone, like, especially someone who, like, is well-versed in PvP accompanying me. That would be wonderful.
3 crystals total.
Yeah, oh wait. What kind of crystals?
Like big cutscene crystals.
Ah, doing an MSQ. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dusty Malmstone. Let's clean that bitch. Alright. Yeah, I want to run DS2 single player, but DS3, DS1 mainly I'd like to run multiplayer. What's that? You've been cleaning Malmstones? Why, thank you! With all the chores they need doing around here, I was afraid they'd be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here won't lay their eggs on them. Ah, as to why, well, I can only assume. Their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew would keep the beasts away. What did I tell you about burning your fans? I had to. I don't know. TJ's voice has been a lot deeper lately, hasn't it? What's up with that, TJ?
I don't know.
Okay.
Getting older, I guess?
Oh no. Did you hear about Demet of Hirsmill? Apparently, Opa Opa's crept into her stores and made off with her muntui beans. Ordinarily, Opa Opa's wouldn't go near them, but with their foul odor and even fouler taste, but food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see Demeter so dispirited. Would you track down these thieving Opa Opos and recover the Moontwee beans? I'm told 6 bags were taken, all told. Demeter is well respected by the women of Hirstmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hirstmill lies to the north of here. If you like to run into Opa Opas on the way, with luck you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves.
I'm a clone, Obi.
He's a clone. Death to the bean thieves! Let's go kill some Opa Opas and get some beams. Well, I think just buy Remastered 1 and we'll be all set. Luckily for me, I got a bunch of stuff I need to kill over here. Alright, arrow. Open with an arrow, get that debuff going, and we'll just start pelting them with rocks. I love that that's my main spell. There we go. You're done. He sounds like he's wearing a helmet. Ah, yes, TJ has become Dark Helmet.
Indeed. No, really, do I sound weird?
Not really to me, honestly. I think it's because I just talk to you more often, though. So any change that might have happened is something I can't detect.
Okay.
Afflicts targets with sleep. Cancels auto attack. Okay, so that's my runaway commands. I'm gonna keep that on my main bar. Actually no. We'll keep that right here. I feel kind of bad for killing these things. They're kind of cute.
Which things?
These Opa Opos. They're like little monkey men. They remind me of Penny. What am I streaming this week? Well, I plan on streaming this today, and I'm playing Daggerfall tomorrow. I've decided to start up playing Daggerfall as my long game. It's a game I've been wanting to stream for a long time, and I feel like we've had a sad lack of Elder Scrolls on the channel, so I figured I might as well get started. Yeah, Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls 2. Yeah! Specifically the Unity version, which is a really great fan-made remaster of the game. Think of it like a Doom Source port, where it's the game as it was, but nicer, cleaner, and it plays better. It's awesome.
Nice.
I'm making a hand-to-hand build with you, and I'm going to be using magic to buff myself. So by the end, I'll be like a Dragon Ball character.
Uh-huh.
Monk.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I am in the North Shroud near Tree Speak.
Alright.
God, how many of these things do I need to fucking kill? Oh, I have to get it to... Oh, I had to grind him to get him to drop it. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. Switch over to Marauder. Actually, let's make sure I have the right equipment equipped here. So, boop. Beep. Awesome. All my gear's been upgraded. There we go. And now I can be Big Axeman. I'm very excited though. We actually read an in-game book in the first dungeon and really got into it. And there's another book I need to read too. I'm gonna read them as I go throughout the game. Because that's what I like to do when I play alone, and honestly, that's something I need to get back into doing. I stopped doing it in games so often because I was afraid I was going to bore the audience, but I don't know. Nowadays, I think I just want to enjoy the game to its fullest. I think that'll be more enjoyable for the audience. So, next book I pick up, I'll be reading on the spot. Yeah, I watched a bit of Hell of a Boss Blue.
It's alright, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too. It's very loud. It's very loud and in your face and obnoxious. Like, I hate to call it that, but, like, it's like... It feels like it's built for 13-year-olds, you know? It reminds me of, like... Like, I don't want to be too mean to it, because it does have its moments. But it is so obnoxiously loud and horny. And it's like, it feels like it's meant for children. People are saying fuck every other sentence. And like that, people might think like, oh, that doesn't sound like it's child appropriate. I didn't say it was appropriate. I said it's the kind of thing a teenager would enjoy. It's not really meant for me. That's one of a turn off. That's a turn off for me. It's got really lazy writing. Like everyone's saying fuck every other sentence. Everyone's like super horny all the time. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's ironic to me is my favorite parts of the show are when it quiets the fuck down and gets a bit introspective. Like, I watched an episode about a jester character, because I've just been kind of watching over Vea's shoulder as she's watching. And there's an episode where like a jester character gets trapped by a bunch of mobsters, and him and his friend who had a falling out because of an accident, because they both worked at the same circus.
Oh, I know which.
And there was a horrible accident, and there's this little really nice moment where they have a conversation. It's very nice and introspective, and I'm like, okay, this is what I like.
Yeah.
It's a comedy where I don't laugh at it. I'm rarely laughing. The most I'll do is like roll my eyes or chuckle. It's middle school humor. That's exactly what I would describe it as. Ironically enough, I really enjoyed what I've seen of Hazbin Hotel, which is just, I feel like that show but better written. It has the fan fiction stink. It has a bit of that. It has a bit of the Tumblr stink on it, and like I'm okay with a bit of Tumblr stink. Like I like Amazing Digital Circus, but like it'd be like if every character was Jax, that show would be fucking unwatchable. If every character was like him, I would stop watching immediately. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hirsmill Mill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community, and we hardly any fighting folk, so there's always a need for battle-savvy types. What with all the beasties lurking hereabouts? And it happens we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges as of late. The buggers are driving our patrols to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know you for a friend. Yeah, it's every sentence. Every sentence, someone's dropping an F-bomb. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's very rare that I say this, but like, Hazbin Hotel is made on Amazon, whereas Hell of a Boss is just uploaded on YouTube. I feel like that series needs some studio interference. It needs a producer to go, hey, maybe every joke shouldn't be about sex. Or hey, maybe every other word shouldn't be fuck.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Like profanity is like a spice. If you use too much of it, you're just gonna poison the dish. Make the shit inedible. Hello, Miku. Welcome, my friend. I just welcomed my own airship. Let me try that again. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where I'm like, dude, I can tell there's something good here. I gotta find my hug emote. There we go. Hug. But, it's like, I can tell there's something good here, but we just need to fucking rinse off all this extra salt they've thrown on the dish. Yeah. Linyave, a quartermaster and hairsmill, needs it. You have the look... Why would you have that voice? You have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick a glimshroom for me. You haven't the faintest idea of what a glimshroom is, do you? Glimshroom is a common name for a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescence. What did you say? A glowing mushroom. Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There's a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across, the brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest glimshrooms for myself, but there's the small matter of Ixali scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. Hey, Peter, there's a colony on the rock face.
Hey, Peter.
Why are they digesting? So, like, the other thing is, like, there are characters I start to like, and then they just say some, like, disgusting... Or, like, they just say some shit that makes me not want to like him. Like, the owl guy, he shows up. And, like, he's keeping his cool. He's being very calm, very smart throughout the whole episode. And, like, the very end of the episode, he, like, calls someone his bitch. And I'm like, all right, I'm immediately turned off of you as a character. Because you speak in the same, like, lowbrow way that everyone here speaks. Hey, I also don't like Panty and Stocking very much. I know it's a hot take. I love a lot of other stuff that Gynax and Trigger made, but I dislike Panty and Stocking for the same reason. Because every joke is, sex? And I'm like, okay, sex, yes, I get it. It's not really funny after a certain point. I mean, it can be, but like, in the case of, I don't know, like, when you hear the same joke told over and over again, it gets tiring. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young man? You have something for me? No, actually. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I do. Here you go. My missing bag of Moontui beans. But how? You didn't track down those wretched Opo-Opos, did you? I had all been given up hope before you arrived, but with these beans I can make enough Moontui tonic for everyone in Hearst Mill. Don't you know Stamper's the script advisor? He's in, he's... Why did the combat music just start? Uh-oh. Why do I hear banjos?
It's the sort of impact.
Oh no. As long as I have enough Micro Chew leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Moontui tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And you know what? He drained the whole cup in one great gulp without making so much as a face. Oh, he grows stronger and braver by the day. Nay, the very hour. Either that or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. Chanterelle Sauté. Thank you. DJ's turning into a Miku, that's why he's a robot. Gangnam style.
Oh.
No, I can tell there's something good there. It's just, the writers need someone to smack them across the back of the head every time. They need to be given the... Honestly, that show with a PG rating would be a much better show. Like, that show needs to have some... Like, I want to see us... Like, I want to hear that, like, the Hell of a Boss is being shown on television. And, like, I want to see the censored version of that show. And it'd probably be better. Because the writers just lack restraint. It reminds me of, like, a teenager's edgy fanfiction at times. But there's some genuinely good shit in there. Demeta needs someone to gather microchew leaflets for her cooking. Oh dear, if I'm making this much Moontui tonic, I'll need far more microchew leaflets. Young man, would you be kind as fetch me 4 leaflets from the microchews outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of Moontui tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know, I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff. Unless you add microchew leaflets anyway. Apparently the taste and smell are too distracting or some such nonsense. Murder Drones is funny. I haven't seen it yet. Let's talk about Stocking and Panty. Panty and Stocking, beautifully animated. The voice acting is amazing. The script is trash. It's like, oh wow, you just used the best production values on garbage. And it's like, basically, do you find sex to be inherently funny? And if you don't, then yeah, it's like it's written for somebody who hasn't hit puberty yet. Like they know of sex and stuff, but they like, so it's kind of
sex. What is that?
So it's kind of funny and silly, but like that shit becomes it just becomes part of your normal life when you become an adult, unless you're asexual.
You'll learn. You'll learn sometime.
I'll learn what sex is someday. But listen to me prattling on like an Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Alright. What's that quest level? A Glim Harvest. Well,
it's right outside the gates. Like, no bother at all.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to this Chocobo Porter. What Orson Welles clown? That was my fear going into Amazing Digital Circus. Like, I thought... Because, like, that show overcame the Tumblr stink. Like, you look at it and you're like, okay, these are some... Like, specifically Pomni and Jax. You're just like, these are some Tumblr-ass character designs. But, like... It's great. It's got a lot of restraint. Most of its world building is told through subtext. There's never a moment where, like, we sit... Like, I hope this never happens. I hope there's never a moment where someone sits down and explains how the circus functions, because I've kind of figured it all out in my head already, and I don't want anything to replace that. Oh, crap. Do you have a healer class, Miku?
No.
Okay. Looks like I'm just going to be poisoned, then. Alright.
It's not so bad.
It's not.
Also, what I wanted to say about Murder Drones, I liked it, but the last few episodes are really confusing.
Ecclesia or something. Oh, the one from Phoenix Wright who's a murderer? People don't care about that. Really deep hitting. Oh, Gangle's at the center of it? Okay! Yeah, very excited for that. No, just quality. Quality show. Like, I appreciate that restraint. You know what show has this? You know what show has the opposite thing going on, and it's kind of a problem? I rewatched all of Red vs. Blue up to season 10. Which is a fun, goofy show for like the first 5 seasons, and then it starts to try to like have like an overarching plot. Or like the first 8 seasons have like are pretty great, and then they start to have like an overarching plot, and that plot is good. But the problem is it has to take all the little jokes that were just kind of set offhand early on in this show and try to tie them into a narrative. Like, and not only that, but tie that narrative into the greater Halo universe. And so it gets pretty messy. And you got a lot of scenes where you're just listening to characters explain lore, and it's not funny, and you're not laughing, and you're just kind of like, okay, Project Freelancer, and this is how the AI works and everything. Okay, alright, I get it. Takes time, but I get it. Yeah, I think, and then I tried to watch Season 11, and I think, for me personally, 10's the peak. Because, at least with Season 10... they're taking stuff that's already been defined in the series and working it into something. And then 11 is like completely new stuff. And also it's in the Halo 4 engine, so it looks like garbage to me. So basically Kingdom Hearts, yeah, that's actually a really good example. Way to come in and bring that up. Hey, by the way, Arden, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm very excited to watch that, because I've been curious about Gangle. No, like, I like the way that Amazing Digital Circus is working so far. Put the characters in a situation, the characters talk, the characters get to know each other better. As the characters get to know each other better, we get to understand them better and gain a greater understanding of just the circus and how it works. I also love the idea that none of the narratives are about escaping the circus. There's something very honest about that I appreciate, about characters just accepting and learning to thrive within the lot in life they've been given, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's very real. Ah, okay, cool. Well, I'm doing well. Doing better, at least my teeth are feeling a bit better. Still a bit hurty, but, you know. Were you able to find the glimshrooms? Here you go, bud. Ah, would you look at that glow? Perfect. This will help me mix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To forestall the obvious question, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Yoran population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjuring, it does not hurt to have a ready supply of the medicine. After all, out here in Hurstmill, we cannot rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventures, though, Nothing. Yeah. The whole pilot was characters dropped into... Beanie Buns! Thank you so much for the raid! I love your name! How you doing, friends? Today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn specifically, and I'm doing a lot of quests. Even though I know I'm not supposed to. I just decided I'd do them, because I thought I'd learn more about the world, and I have so far. It's been very fun getting involved with the mundane day-to-day of the people of Eorzea. But let's go ahead and give a quick shout-out to Beanie.
Indeed.
Velo... Oh, somebody already did it for me. Thank you. Go ahead and give Beanie Buns a follow. Lovely emote. Hell yeah. Fellow Viera. Yep, this is Boymo Banderson. My beautiful Vieran bunny boy. Very cute. Already done that. Thank you, Mr. Blue. And this is my friend, Hatsune Miku. Pretty cool OC. And yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's good to see you. What were you guys playing? What were you up to? Level 5. What are we looking at here? Thank you for being with you. Alright, use the power of doubt to make the workers leaves. OMG, the famous Miku, right? Fanalan. Oh, we gotta go all the way back to all the way back to Ul'dah. Let's eat an egg and be on our way. Ace Attorney, hell yeah! That's awesome. Play a lot of FF14. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm glad to hear it. How you liking Ace Attorney so far? Ul'dah.
Yeah, I realized.
We mentioned the clown once. That doesn't qualify as talking about Ace Attorney. Nothing wrong with talking about Ace Attorney though. We're mainly talking about like writing and different shows and stuff. I was talking about how much I enjoy Amazing Digital Circus and its style of writing and how much restraint it actually has. And I really appreciate it for that. Like, it feels like a quality TV show is how I describe it. It doesn't even... Like, it has a level of quality from episode 1.
It's on Netflix.
It is, yeah. But, like, it has a quality level from episode 1 that makes it feel better than just an internet series. But then again, I've seen some banger things on the internet, so... Horizon... where am I riding to? I guess I'll go and catch a Chocobo Porter to Horizon and then walk the rest of the way. We're on Rise from the Ashes. Nice! I've only gotten as far as the second Silver Samurai quest in the first game. That's how behind I am.
Got a cat on my lap.
Nice. Pet the kitty. That's fantastic.
Oh my cat likes to sit on my lap.
But yeah, like, I really enjoy Amazing Digital Circus, and I love that it's just, like, using, like, more of a sitcom format to explore these characters in this story. I've heard, like, theories about, like, Cain having a brother named Abel and all that, and honestly, I don't know, man. I think what's more interesting about Cain's name is less what it says about his family and more what it says about him personally as a character. Cain was the first murderer. There's a lot of guilt tied to that. If he took on the name Cain, that might show some sort of guilt that he's repressed behind this character that he's playing. I think that's more interesting than the idea of him having a brother, you know? But also, like, my reading of Cain is that he is not an evil manipulator. I think he's just like kind of your typical short-sighted Silicon Valley computer expert. Like, he cared so much about creating this digital world that he never considered the consequences, and now he's paying for it and trying to make the best of it, like everyone else who's trapped in the circus. Just the idea that he is this similar to everyone else. He very much doesn't want to be there, but he's trying to make the best of it. I just see him as kind of like a short-sighted idiot who made a genuine mistake and is trying to make up for it in his own way. Doodaloo. Hey, Adelard, good to see you, man. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy cleaning sand clogs from these hammers? Gods, I'd kill for a few bottles of cobbling grease right now. This isn't what I'm here to do. This is the wrong area. You'll get your cobbling grease later. Goodbye. But yeah, I'm really fond of that show. I need to play Ace Attorney soon. There's a lot of things I need to play. But I don't know. I'm kind of just like seeing where my heart takes me. Because before, what I did is I sorted all my games onto a big old list in order of shortest to longest. And I ended up playing a lot of games I didn't enjoy. And so now I'm like, yeah, let's just play what I want to play. You know, let's just go where my heart takes me. Apparently, my heart has taken me to Daggerfall. Oh, and Final Fantasy XIV.
And Miku.
And Miku. He is working, I said piss off. Enough already, I'm leaving. But tell that bloody Kikipu this is the end of nothing, you hear? Nothing! Nothing for sale here. Oh. Hello, Miku. Clunk.
I can put my chair away.
But yeah, the reason why I'm doing these doing this all quest thing is because there's a lot of okay, so when you get to a certain point in this game, you fly everywhere. You fly everywhere, you ride everywhere, you teleport everywhere, and you don't really engage with the world very much. And I feel like what the quest will do is questing will help me get more immersed in the world and appreciate it a lot more. Sitting around picking on poor folk. Easiest bloody gill I ever made. And the funnest. Wow, you're a shitter.
You gotta actually, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wanted to talk to him first. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Fine, I'm on my way. But tell Kikipu this ain't over. Long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kikipu. Yep, this isn't all. This is my second character. Hello. My business is my own. Now get out of my sight before I put you out of it. You. Shame on you. Bah, I was supposed to leave anyway, so I don't think you had any part in it. Mm-hmm. This isn't all. My main character, I could probably just show you real quick, but... Oh, hey, you found a chair. Nice.
Yeah.
Cozy. Momo-sama. I love looking at everybody's names as I run past. There's some fun names. People come up with some fun names in this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my main character is Mikote. I decided to start fresh because, well, I had made it to endgame and hadn't really made any friends in the game, and that was just kind of sad. And I feel like I had missed out on a lot by not doing these quests. I love my main so much. That's fair. I love her too, but I just feel like a fresh start was in order. You can talk to me all day if you like. Short of a Garlean Legion. Why did I read that as Garlean leg? Short of a Garlean Legion marching through that gate, I won't be getting up anytime soon. Shame on you, sir. Sleeping on the dock. You Silver Bazaar folk are annoying as all hells. I'll give you that. Bugger this job. I'm off to find some peace and quiet. Hey, Sonico, as a Brit, how does it make you feel that your dialect is just the default... your dialect is just the default accent for fantasy worlds? Like, no matter what...
Yeah, because British people aren't real.
No matter what culture your fantasy world is based off of. Like, this is kind of Mediterranean, but a lot of characters are very clearly English-coded in the way they speak. Especially when you get voice acting. Are they gone? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so their own masters can buy them. The hammers are built to pound the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and manses for Fenland's wealthy. The same fate awaits Silver Bazaar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off, so he can have it all to himself. The Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to. Aye, more people leave now than come, and aye, more shops close than open. Now that I think about it, the earliest, like, formative fantasy stories were English, like, King Arthurian legend, and Tolkien are both like very British. But then you get things like I don't know, like if there was ever like an attempt to like fully adapt like the Wizard of Oz, for instance, and they gave everybody English accents, that would be fucking offensive, because that whole thing is about like Great Depression rural fantasy. But it's my home, and I don't mean
England.
No. But it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody Gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. Yeah, Uldar's a fucker's place.
Indeed.
Beep beep. All right, let's go slay some snipping shrews.
Cat won't stop moving around.
Damn. Cat travel. Can you link me some of those videos, Blue? The ones you mentioned, what it feels like to play series. Hire Chocobo Porter Ulda. Yep. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird seeing all the cutscenes with the wrong character, you know? Especially the ones I'm really familiar with. Like, it's to the point where, like, I remember watching my friend, Atlas the Femboy, clearing MSQ, and, like, seeing his character in cutscenes in place of mine just felt wrong. I'm like, no, that's the wrong character. That's not who's supposed to be there. Same thing happens when I watch, like, Saints Row and stuff. Like, if you ever watch play a bunch of Saints Row and then watch your friend play on their character, you're just like, why is your character wrong? Just because, you know, you get used to seeing your guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why are you blue? What is wrong with you?
Who were you talking to?
What Obi wrote in chat.
No, who's Obi talking to?
Me, I guess. I assume that unless someone pings someone else in chat, I assume they're talking to me. You want them linked here or in DMs?
Yeah, but I'm the only blue one here.
DMs, please. What about Blue? Oh, what? Blue Wolf has his blue been removed? He's been de-blued? Radiant Bluey Wolf? Rad one ant Blue Wolf? Poor guy only has one ant. Moodoo! Is that a World of Warcraft reference? Maybe. She's Eepin, though. Hello, Roderick Dressler. Is he a red mage? Yeah, he is. Huh. Neato. Why do you look wrong, right? Yeah, for real. That's what I was thinking of, too. I almost named my character Usagi Inaba, and was going to make like a samurai rabbit. But then I realized her name would be Rabbit Rabbit, and decided against it. The Postwoman. She is beyond woman. She probably has lots of letters to deliver. I like it when people have names that, like, say what their character gets up to. So, like, the Postwoman, and she's, like, sprinting, and it's like, oh, okay. You're off to deliver some letters.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ah, shit. I gotta go back inside and grab a chocobo. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It's right fucking there. The slaying of the goose. I can't wait to get some actual armor on this character. Oh, that's better. That looks nice. As long as I'm not wearing all yellow like I was with the pugilist for a minute there. Where I was a fucking traffic cone. I was a horrible looking traffic cone. Bunch X for extra coffee with extra cream. I think I will. Like whenever someone corrects me on that, I just like, all right. I will call it an ATM. I will call it an automatic teller machine. I'll say the whole thing from now on. I will call it TT. Thank you. I would like some extra coffee with my coffee with my cream. Because language is malleable. Thank you, friend. You truly are champion of the earthworms. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest for pumpkins. Harvest for pumpkins? Wait a minute, what is that? That's dark. Like, what's gonna happen? Are the pumpkins gonna rise up against the people? Oh, okay, TJ.
Maybe. I forget on my lap. How can I not?
I wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. None! Alright. Yeah, Yaja, can point you in the direction of work. An idle adventurer is a sorry sight. I have no need of assistance at the moment, but perhaps someone at the coffer and coffin will answer for an extra hem. Wawabaru, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like Orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have a mind to give some fish to Wawabaru, I can wholeheartedly recommend fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough to get him to experiment with. Alright. Before we do that, though...
Alright.
I believe our next stop is going back to Ul'dah. Might chill for a second though, and let my return cool down for the next 10 seconds, and then after we get to our destination, I will probably end the recording, go and get some more tea. I also need to down this Red Bull because I need to wake up. I'm still sleepy.
Tea sounds good, actually.
Right? I've started, every time I do a stream now, I've been drinking it because it's like tea with honey can help with your vocal cords and help you be able to do voices easier. So, yeah, just trying to be nicer to trying to be kinder to my body. Like I have a Red Bull, a cup of tea, and a big ol' cup of Gatorade that I need to drink to stay hydrated. I should get a straw for this. All right, looks like we're able to head back to Ul'dah. Oh, I can just walk. What am I doing? God damn it. I am a fool. Man, I cannot wait to get a mount. Holy shit. Actually, I could probably just go buy a mount off the market board. I don't have much money, though, so... You have a caffeine addiction? Not anymore. I weaned myself off of it, but the problem was, though the headaches went away, the sleepy never did. It was like, oh, cool, now I don't have the benefits of caffeine anymore. Or the drawbacks. So I'm tired. All the fucking time. This wasn't worth it. Not one bit.
Why are people just dying in the street?
Dehydration, my friend. The desert is unkind.
Ah, yeah, makes sense.
You gotta get their Fremen suits. Yorze. Hey, Pansy, will you be joining us today? I can't wait to get him out. I thought you said I can't wait to get him gone. No, I said I can't wait to get him out. Why would I want to get anybody gone? I like people. I like the people. Alright, let's sell these silver, bronze, and tin pieces. There we are.
Also do that.
And with that, let's go ahead and head over to the market board and see if we can find ourselves a cheapo mount. Am I stupid? Registrable miscellany. Oh, he's barding. Okay, minions? How do I find mounts on the market board? Minions, I guess?
Why not, Fancy?
I'm confused. I see a lot of bardings, but I can't find any mounts. Oh, okay, there's umbrellas. Island per fuel whist. Okay, we got some. We got some things I can get. Whistles and horns and stuff. I want to find the cheapest one on the board, so let's sort them according to demand. Woo! Ooh!
What?
Expensive.
Yeah.
Quantity. Okay. Antelope Staghorn. Hey! Make sure. FF14, Antelope Stag. Because I just want to get a mount so I can get around easier. Okay, it's a mount. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves this guy. It's only 2,000. Hell yeah.
Oh, what? You could buy Gil.
Yeah, go ahead and do your due diligence. We're going to go ahead and report. Report on activity. I agree. Report. Yep.
We should do that.
Yep. It's so easy. It's like 4 clicks, and you can report people for being shits. Out of all the show streaming, which one has the worst subscription? Okay. I gotta say, am not happy with Hulu or Disney Plus. Netflix is still the best one, but the problem is it doesn't have a good selection. The selection's the issue with Netflix, and it can't keep shows.
All the originals that are like really good are immediately cancelled.
Yeah. Unless it's an original, it's not going to stick around. Alright, well now I have a mount. Prime Video is okay. Prime Video is okay, but the problem with Prime Video is there's so much shit that they want you to pay for. So, like, see, my thing is I pay the subscription, I get everything. That's what I want. Anything less than that is bad. Like, Hulu's still terrible. Disney Plus is bad. Amazon Prime's bad. Crunchyroll sucks. Crunchyroll's always sucked. No, it's the answer is like Netflix is the best of the worst. Like, streaming services aren't good. Piracy.
Piracy.
Yeah, it's still like uncontested. I got Disney Plus. We ended up getting Disney Plus recently because it came bundled with our Hulu, thinking that it would be better, and it's not at all. Like, the selection isn't big enough, and also, like, it runs like shit, and it has ads, which to me is unacceptable.
Yeah. Where to?
Yeah, how about I just get everything, though? Gridania.
Alright. When are we gonna do the golden saucer?
In a bit. Probably not today.
Right.
Probably not today. No, I like my mindset is that when Netflix came out, it set the standard, and it's like, all right, if I'm going to use a streaming service, it has to be better than this. Cut to nothing ever being better than Netflix. Like, you can bitch about Netflix all day. It's gotten worse. It's still the best. It's still the only one, arguably, that's worth paying for, but I don't even agree with that anymore. Yes, very much so. I don't like watching movies on my computer. Doesn't have the same feeling as TV. I agree. I'm in the same boat as you. Luckily, I got this big-ass TV here hooked up to my computer, and I just click and drag, and there you go. That's how I like to watch my movies, sitting on the couch. Hell, I'll probably finish the Gundam movie I started today. That one's on Netflix, though, so I'll probably just watch that on Netflix. Yeah. No, I just plug an HDMI cable into my television. And whenever I want to watch movies, I turn it on and just use... I have a wireless mouse and keyboard that I keep at my couch. I want to get a different one, though. I don't I don't dig what I got. I want one that's all in one mouse pad. The one that has a mouse pad on it. Those are the best. Yeah. Because now it's like, all right, where's the keyboard? Where's the mouse? Gotta fucking find it. I think I'll give it to Vey so that when she gets her computer, she can use it. Also, I have a... What? How the hell are you able to summon a mount then?
What are you talking
about? What level's your archer?
31. No, it's 33.
Okay, how about summon? Damn it! Are you serious?
You need to finish the MSQ to get far enough to get a mount.
God damn it. Alright.
You need to get, like, story-wise. Then you can...
Alright, let's take it off the hotbar. That sucks. Well, back to running everywhere. Man, I would have taken the... Fuck it, I'm just gonna fast travel. I would have taken the Chocobo Porter.
Where to?
The Aetherite directly south of us. Also, then Google disabling signing in on older Chromecast versions so people have to upgrade is super greedy and shitty. I agree. I 100% agree. Like, you know, like, I actually, we had an older TV that had, like, it was an older smart TV. It had Netflix on it and stuff. And, like, so we got to go on and look at, like, original Netflix with all the new content on it. Like, if you buy an older TV or an older Roku, you can fucking just use the original Netflix. It's really cool. Also, you can tell a streaming service is in trouble, and ironically enough, it's all of them, every single one of them, is when you go through a row of recommended things, and you see like 12 shows you're not interested in, and then you go down to the next row, and it's the same 12 shows in a different order.
Yep.
Like, you know you're fucked at that point, and that's Netflix. And it's the same way for every streaming service. It's the same 12 shows listed in a different order. Oh, really? That's awesome. I wish chocobos were real. Me too, man. Ostriches are the closest things we have, and I think they're rad. I ran over an ostrich in Halo Reach last night. I felt really bad about it. I was, because in early missions in that game, wildlife is just running around the planet. Oh, by the way, I've completely turned around on that game. I love it. I've been having a great time. It's been wonderful. But, what was I gonna say? There's, like, random wildlife running around in the early missions, and so, like, I would get into firefights, and there would be ostriches just standing in the middle of the gunfight, and I'm like, move! Get out of here! Why are you just standing here?
Leave!
I ran one over with a Jeep. I felt really bad. Because there was a jackal shooting at me, and then it just ran up next to the jackal and got crushed under the wheels of my car. Why do the ostriches on Reach want to die? Do they know what's about to happen? Yeah, Prime's got a good selection, but it also has ads and paid movies, which is just, ugh. Have you come to train? No, it's become. I think what's funny is when I was younger, when Netflix first came out and everyone started cord cutting and getting rid of their cable, we all thought that we could just leave. You know, we all thought that cable wouldn't follow us. It did. Cable came knocking. They wanted their bite. They wanted to wet their beak. They smelled money and they came for it. And it's like, you know, oh fuck cable. I got Netflix. Who needs cable? And then cable's like, all right, what if we make our own streaming service? And I'm like, no, don't. Just put everything on Netflix.
Yep.
Like, if it's good, I don't care if it's a monopoly. Not a new recruit? What? The Yarzan shells I ordered Murrel into requisition. I see he's learned to delegate authority, if nothing else. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my recruits on some specialized drills. They are already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzan is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I have no doubt they will fare better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safer for your help. Yep, we need to resurrect him. No, but like... Yeah, I don't mind a monopoly if it's good. Like, people get really weird about Steam sometimes. Every few years, people are like, we gotta get competition for Steam, and it's like, There is competition for Steam.
Sucks.
There's already competition for Steam. It's called piracy. There's your competition.
Yep.
That's why I think piracy needs to stick around. It's the best competition. Something that is a pain in the ass but free will always be something that is a pain in the ass but paid. Because that's how, I think that's how Valve thinks. I think they're like, well, our options are make a service that's good, or people will just pirate all our games. All right, we got to report to Edbert, who is the... Oh my god, he's all the way the fuck up there. Crap. All right, let's... I'm gonna go find a Chocobo Porter. Go back to... Head back to Gridania and then take a different path.
Alright.
He's the head Bert. Man cries after... I wish ostriches were real. Me too, man. The killing digital animal accidentally begs police to arrest him. I get sad whenever I kill animals digitally. And IRL. It's rare. I hit a raccoon a couple years back. Felt really bad about it. Cried all the way home. It was rough. I was going through it.
Raccoons are cute.
They are.
Little grabby hands.
Talking about games, fuck Denuvo. Hope that shit dies in the future and the game stop using it. Yeah, it's a thing where it's like Denuvo's interesting because it works.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with Denuvo, is that it is like it just fucks up the game for some people, but it works, you know? And it's like, well, shit, you know? Honestly, my favorite thing to do when they do Denuvo is they put Denuvo on the game, and then once it gets cracked, they just stop using it. Or they'll use it for like the first week or whatever. I don't know. Denuvo's never been a problem for me, so it doesn't bother me none. But then again, it might be in the future. There might be a version of Denuvo that just fucks my computer right up. Really? Anti-cheat? What game? Yeah, okay, so that's been a new thing. I've noticed that. Like, this is something that specifically Japanese devs have been doing, Capcom specifically. They've been the biggest about it, but like, they don't want mods in their games. They're just like, no more mods. For some fucking reason. Probably because they want to sell...
rhythm game? That's so dumb.
Yeah, for like single-player offline games, they like are putting in like anti-cheat to like ban you from the game.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, what rhythm game are you talking about, Ardent? Does fucking Megamix have anti-cheat?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Otherwise, I would be completely fucked.
I mean...
Hey, that's rude.
Hey, that's not nice. She's famous. Oh, you're naked. You're a striper. I gotta go report to the head Bert. Head of the Bert clan. Alright, we're heading out to... That is Fallgourd Float. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab a Chocobo Porter. What the hell? I had to keep apologizing to people on your behalf. As a question instead of something evil. Yeah, because most people don't do it. It's because it's a pain in the ass. And if, like, someone's willing to go out of their way to get your game for free when they could much easily... When they could usually and much easier get it for cheap, there's probably something wrong on that front. It's like, no one listens or pays any fucking attention to the industry and how it actually works. And I think that's because people who run these companies are not... They don't care. They're looking for their short-term payout. They don't want to create long-term value.
Where'd you run off to?
I believe I am in North Shroud near Treespeak.
Ah. Well, I need to go there anyways.
Yeah, like why wouldn't they want to buy from you? And a lot of times it's just because you're offering a shit service. You got it. Like, piracy is almost always a service problem, like Gabe said. Piracy should be there to keep you humble. Like, that's what piracy, that's the function piracy should have, is it serves as the rock bottom of competition. If you're doing so bad, if your service is so poor in quality that people would rather, like, endanger their PCs and, like, put themselves through all this trouble, then you're doing something wrong. Now, of course, there's always going to be people that pirate no matter what, but, like, if it's actually affecting your bottom line, if you see people playing your game but your sales don't match, then there's something wrong on your front. You're clearly doing something wrong, and you need to consider what that means. And also, it's like, piracy isn't theft. Like, those are two separate things. I'm not saying piracy isn't bad, I'm simply saying that stealing and pirating are very different things.
I've completed my hunting log.
Yay, congrats, Mightling. Let's just say there's a reason why I'm paying a sub for this and not for World of Warcraft. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. People get really weird about that, but no, piracy and stealing are, by the way, legally recognized as separate crimes, but also in reality they're different crimes. Like, to steal something, you have to physically take it, and they have to no longer have it. It's the removal of an item from a place without permission. If the item still exists in its original place, then it's not stealing. It could be plagiarism, it could be copying, it could be a lot of different things, but it's not stealing. And it's not it's not legally recognized as such. Risk of me trolling and calling the cops. Yeah, it's very silly, all of it. Again, Netflix is in trouble. Like, they're not doing well. I don't see them being around. Like, I see them being around for the foreseeable future, but I don't see the service getting any better. The competition has not improved things because it's not real competition. If it was real competition, everything would have... Because, like, okay, basically, you can't choose your service based off of quality. All you can really do is choose your service based off of what's on it, you know? Like, you don't... People don't start watching a streaming service because they hear the interface is really good or it gives them access to a lot of different things. They go, oh, it has thing I want to watch. I spend money on thing, so I can watch it. And it's like, that doesn't actually improve anything. That's why I always say, like, hey, what's your favorite service? Use that one, and then pirate the rest. Like, if you're one of those motherfuckers who's just an Epic Game Store faithful, like, you love the Epic Game Store, you think it's the best thing ever, and you don't care about nothing else, then good. Use the Epic Game Store, pirate the rest. I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just saying if that's what you believe, go for it, you know? Like, with Steam, I use Steam. And I don't use GOG, I don't use Battle.net, I don't use any of these other places unless I absolutely have to. Thanks to you, we have time to plot our next move. We can muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. I must needs consult the commander. Hey, level 8. Alright, back to Mage. Back to maging. Because if you just stick with what you like, if you stick with what you like and really, you know, reward that, then basically if everyone did that, Netflix would be way better. But yeah, it's not great. And ultimately, I think people should do what's best for them, no matter what. And so, like, if you really enjoy the service, pay for it. Honestly, I have my Netflix subscription. I have the same one I had from the beginning, and it's still the best one, so it's still the one I pay for. But man, if we had a computer in the bedroom, that'd be it. That would just be, it'd be over. Hello, Edbert. Edbert needs someone to investigate the area surrounding Hedgetree. Would you mind going to Hedgetree and seeing all's well? Since ancient time, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixtal pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the Edgetree, well, it doesn't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if you head southeast to Edgetree and see that no harm comes to her. Oh, and if you had a chance to encounter any Ixtal, send them packing. Be warned, though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? Sounds good, my guy. I'll be on soon, you silly kitty. Okie dokie. See you soon, Obi.
Yippee! And then we can have the dinner.
Yeah, we can have the dinner RP. The Panseep dining RP. Drink your beans. What's it say? Drink your beans, dear? I might as well turn it in since it's here.
I'm turning it into soup.
She's standing in the beans.
I'm adding flavor.
I'm trying to talk to this woman. There we go. Miku stops me from talking to women. Based. You're back! Did you manage to find the micro leaflets I asked for? Really? Did not know that. See, here's something I never understood, and I wish that they would do this. There's a lot of things I would do if I ran Steam. A thing I would do is I would have Steam make a mobile store. I would have them make an actually usable mobile storefront that developers that could be used to download mobile versions of games. Because, like, when
there kinda is, but it's like not used.
Right? Because like when you buy a game on Steam, you get the Linux, the Mac, and the Windows version, assuming that all three versions exist. Why shouldn't you also get an APK? Why shouldn't I also get the mobile version of that? Especially now that the Steam Deck exists, you know? Yes, that's 4. All right. Such a lovely scent. Now you've gathered the 4 I asked for, but not one more. Yes? Oh, I shouldn't have to ask. But these days, more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Bitch, we're in an MMO. People are gonna grind. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12's wood, you must be ever mindful and show respect and gratitude to the forest and the elementals. Hey, look at this olive jar. Look at this fucking little poly olive jar. It's really cool. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridanian. Why, just the other day I caught him and his friends throwing Muntui beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And all set to give them a memorable scolding, but I noticed they were playing in teams, and that my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't be proud, but when I saw the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was a born leader. Where was I? Oh yes, you see, later that day, I was cooking dinner, and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know? Good story. No. Money. Welcome back.
Mega Mix is required to be modded.
I'll be on you soon. Okay, fun fact. There's a program that compiles the arcade versions for PC, and you just mod the Mega Mix exclusive songs. Oh shit! Cool. Welcome back, Obi. I'm gonna go sell that thing I just got for money.
Yippee!
What? Oh no. Not the kind of. How about you, Portly Moogle? Do you sell things? No. Okay. Later then. I think with the ownership debate that people are having lately, like not even like a debate, everyone seems to be on the same page of fuck you, we own our games. And I agree. And I think that the best thing people can do is act as if they own their games no matter what. If a game gets shut down, immediately look for a private server, you know? Immediately encourage people to start making one. Start rebuilding once things have been destroyed. Because we can't keep begging companies forever. Like, we can't constantly be begging or trying to change laws. Eventually you gotta, get your own hands dirty and take care of things yourself. And I don't mean like vigilante justice, I mean, I don't mean vigilante justice, I promise. But what I can say is that, you don't need to constantly beg companies for things. If you want to play a game, play it. Figure it out. Start putting the work in, Or if you don't want to, play something else, Alright, my next quest is in Thanalan, so I'll be traveling back to Ul'dah.
Alright.
I'm on! Welcome on, Panseep.